Today we're talking about the co-op games from 1989. But first, let's see what else was happening in the world of gaming. On the Famicom, we saw Mother. On Game Boy, Super Mario Land. On NES, DuckTales. Castlevania 3. SimCity was also released, as well as Phantasy Star 2, Prince of Persia, and a number of classic arcade beat-em-ups. Nintendo's Game Boy was released, as well as the TurboGrafx 16 in the US. And also, the Atari Lynx was released. Now let's talk about some of the co-op games. Zybex, a space shoot-'em-up by Zeppelin Games, delivers a thrilling intergalactic escapade that'll test even the most seasoned gamers. Released on the ZX Spectrum, you play as a condemned criminal attempting a daring escape from alien death row. Armed with a continuously firing weapon, you battle against hordes of grotesque alien foes. Collect tokens to enhance your firepower, with each upgrade unleashing more devastating attacks, including the formidable railgun. Precision and quick reflexes are your only allies against the relentless alien onslaught, where choosing the right weapon for each wave is crucial. As you progress, command ships with awe-inspiring firepower await, pushing your skills to the limit. Zybex offers vibrant colors, intense non-stop action, and brain-numbing sound that will keep players hooked, making it a must-play for any shoot-'em-up enthusiast. Final Fight, the classic arcade brawler from Capcom, was finally released, and still considered to be one of the best beat-em-ups of all time. It was originally conceived as Street Fighter 89, with Ryu and Ken as the leads, but it evolved into the iconic trio of Hagar, Cody, and Guy. The game's ports to various platforms like the SNES and the Mega CD offered distinct experiences, with the Mega CD version being a standout for retaining the essence of the arcade original. In Final Fight, you'll scroll through side-scrolling levels, unleashing satisfying combos, grappling foes, and employing special attacks at the cost of your health. The game introduces destructible scenery, usable weapons, and bonus levels where you unleash fury on a car or glass. It's brimming with classic beat-em-up cliches, vibrant graphics, catchy tunes, and big chunky sprites that make for an immensely satisfying gaming experience. Whether you are revisiting it for nostalgia or diving into it for the first time, Final Fight remains a must-play for fans of the genre, offering endless fun for fans of the genre. River City Ransom stands tall as one of the NES's greatest gems. This beat-em-up classic originally came out in 1989 on the Famicom, under the name Downtown Neketsu Monogatari. It's garnered a reputation that's well-deserved. Playing as Alex and Ryan, you embark on a mission to rescue your kidnapped girlfriends from the clutches of the rival gang leader, Slick. The game adopts a Double Dragon control scheme, but the characters feel more nimble, allowing for a wide range of moves, from jump kicks to wall kicks and even enemy throws. What sets River City Ransom apart is its free-roaming, open-world structure, with the entire city open from the start. You must defeat various bosses throughout the city to progress, and the game lets you customize your character's abilities by consuming different foods and boosting stats. River City Ransom's blend of freedom, customization, and strategic depth cements its status as one of the NES's finest beat-em-ups and a must-play classic. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, offers a 4-player simultaneous experience, and this is one of the earliest examples of a 4-player beat-em-up. The gameplay is simple. You have your basic attack, and you have a jump, and you have your jump kick, and all of the characters more or less play the same. But just being able to see the Ninja Turtles in a video game back in 1989 was something exciting. The sprites and the cutscenes looked just like the cartoon, and although the gameplay might get a little bit repetitive, it's still absolutely worth playing if you have a few friends to join in. The coin-op edition of Golden Axe remains a classic in the arcade gaming lineup. In this fantasy-themed beat-em-up adventure, players venture into a medieval world filled with dragons, skeletons, and sorcerers terrorizing villages. The goal is to defeat the evil Death Adder, who has not only plagued the land, but also kidnapped the king and princess. You can choose from 3 different characters, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. The beat-em-up action involves walking from left to right across several stages, battling hordes of enemies with various attack options, magic attacks, and even rideable creatures. Despite its simplicity, Golden Axe's tight design made it a defining beat-em-up title in the late 80s arcade scene, earning its place in gaming history. DJ Boy, also known as DJ Kid, is a 1989 arcade beat-em-up that delivers a unique twist with its main character, Bob, or Tom for player 2. The game ventures into American hip-hop culture from a Japanese perspective, resulting in a mix of the bizarre and occasionally problematic. Set in a medieval world filled with dragons, skeletons, and sorcerers, you embark on a quest to retrieve your stolen boombox from roller skating hoodlums. The game offers colorful, large sprites, taking inspiration from 80s b-boy culture and even pro wrestling moves. With both free roam and auto-scrolling sections, DJ Boy challenges players to navigate various levels filled with unique enemies and background elements. While it may not be a classic, it provides an entertaining, albeit challenging, brawling experience with a quirky touch. Also in 1989, Capcom released Dynasty Wars, a pioneering beat-em-up that laid the foundation for future titles like Dynasty Warriors. Set in ancient China during the Three Kingdoms era, the game features characters inspired by the well-known manga Tenchi Wu Karo. Despite its age, Dynasty Wars offers impressive graphics for its time, with moving backgrounds and numerous on-screen enemies. The characters, though somewhat small, remain faithful to the manga's design. The game's soundtrack, influenced by Chinese motifs, accompanies the action, but sound effects are rather lackluster. The storyline follows historical events, with in-game dialogue providing context, but there are no cutscenes. Gameplay involves horseback combat with various weapons and a special attack option, making it a quarter-crunching challenge. While it lacks cutscenes or extensive storytelling, Dynasty Wars makes up for it with its historical significance in the beat-em-up genre, making it a must-try for fans of the classic arcade games. Tough Turf, a Sunsoft creation for the Sega System 16 arcade platform, is a beat-em-up game that unabashedly takes inspiration from Double Dragon. Despite its lack of originality, Tough Turf manages to stand out by emphasizing weapon-based combat. The game offers simple controls with punch, kick, and jump buttons, along with a handy defensive duck move executed by pressing both attack buttons simultaneously. Weapons are prevalent, with nearly every enemy wielding one, and they don't disappear, making weapon mastery crucial to survival. However, the game's unforgiving difficulty demands near perfection, as your character has limited health. The lack of traditional boss fights is a welcome departure, and the game's 8 continuous stages, while not visually stunning, maintain a sense of consistency. Tough Turf's standout feature is its rocking FM synth guitar rock soundtrack. While the game may not excel due to its repetitive mechanics and uneven difficulty, it offers a fresh take on the beat-em-up genre compared to its contemporaries. Little Ninja Bros, also known as Super Chinese 2 in Japan, is an excellent NES game that builds upon the foundation of its predecessor, Kung Fu Heroes. Following the adventure of Jack and Ryu, 2 lively ninjas on a mission to thwart the evil Blue Boltar and the Yoma clan in Chinaland, the game seamlessly blends arcade-style beat-em-up gameplay with traditional role-playing elements. Players explore vibrant cities, interact with locals, and prepare for battles by stocking up on supplies and equipment. The real-time battles, reminiscent of Kung Fu Heroes, occur in various themed arenas and offer an extra layer of satisfaction, with experience and currency rewards. The addition of command battles and competitive running events adds diversity to the gameplay. With multiple difficulty levels and the option for 2-player co-op, Little Ninja Bros presents an engaging martial arts classic on the NES that combines evolved gameplay with a lively and charming world. Mendel Palace, Game Freak's inaugural creation, offers a unique and engaging experience that showcases the studio's early creative flair. This game takes players on a puzzling adventure. You play as Bonbon on a mission to rescue candy from the dream world of Mendel Palace. The game's core mechanic involves shuffling floor panels to defeat various foes with distinct behaviors and interactions. The variety of enemies and panel types keeps the gameplay fresh and challenging as you progress through the game's 8 houses. Mendel Palace balances difficulty with infinite continues and offers cooperative play for added fun. While it may not directly resemble Game Freak's later Pokemon titles, it's a testament to the studio's early creative thinking and ability to expand on quirky gameplay ideas, making it a good start for the renowned developer. Midnight Resistance, a spiritual successor to Heavy Barrel, introduces a unique twist to the run-and-gun genre with its rotating joystick mechanic. Although this control scheme is somewhat awkward when combined with jumping and shooting, the game offers well-designed stages, maintaining a satisfying pace reminiscent of Contra. Players collect keys from defeated enemies, which act as a currency to unlock various weapons between levels, adding an extra layer of strategy. The variety of enemies, each with its own behaviors and interactions with the floor panels, keeps the gameplay engaging. Midnight Resistance is a really solid run-and-gun shooter, featuring bizarre plot twists and challenging encounters that make it worth revisiting. Boomer's Adventure in ASMIK World, a Game Boy title from the past, is a somewhat perplexing experience. Despite its plodding pace, frustrating elements, and occasional unfairness, it manages to exert a strange allure that draws players in. The gameplay involves Boomer ascending a tower, unlocking doors by finding hidden keys to maze-like levels filled with monsters. Boomer's vulnerability with a single hit resulting in death adds to the challenge. If you have 2 Game Boys and a link cable, and of course 2 copies of the game, you're able to play the game in 2-player co-op. While the game offers tools like a compass and metal detector to locate keys, its design choices, slow pacing, and occasionally frustrating enemy behavior can be off-putting. Boomer's Adventure isn't a bad game, but its quirks may limit its long-term appeal. Taito's Cadash is a fascinating blend of RPG elements and arcade action, where up to 4 players can embark on a quest to rescue Princess Salasa from the clutches of Balrog. Players choose from 4 character classes: fighter, mage, priest, or ninja, each with distinct playstyles and ability. The game's aesthetics evoke a fantasy realm reminiscent of The Lord of the Rings, and the characters' appearance evolve as they acquire new equipment. While Cadash introduces RPG mechanics into its gameplay, including leveling up, gaining experience, and purchasing items, it's not without its issues. Balancing between classes can be uneven, and the need for grinding to progress can become tedious. However, the inclusion of RPG elements in an arcade setting makes Cadash a unique and enjoyable experience, despite its occasional frustrations. Cadash's novelty, bold experimentation, and cooperative multiplayer make it worth a playthrough, even with its flaws. It's a game that stands out in the arcade landscape. Buster Bros, or Pang, the 1989 arcade classic, might not be as widely recognized as some retro gems, but its simple yet addictive bubble-bursting gameplay makes it a hidden arcade treasure. In this cooperative experience, you and a friend tackle waves of bubbles, comparing scores for an extra layer of competition. While the characters are unremarkable, the vibrant pixel art backgrounds add visual flair to your globe-trotting adventure. Power-ups like time stoppers, shields, and weapon changes enhance the action, making it a solid arcade romp. Although Buster Bros is not the best arcade game, it's unique enough and the gameplay is simple yet addicting, so it's worth giving it a shot. UN Squadron offers a gripping narrative that delves into the harsh realities of war, a theme not often associated with arcade shooters. The game's unique horizontal gameplay, combined with the ability to withstand multiple hits, sets it apart in the scrolling shooter genre, as players select one of 3 pilots, including the iconic Shin Kazama, Mickey Simon, and Greg Gates, each with their own strengths and aircraft. UN Squadron offers a compelling blend of storytelling and arcade action, making it a notable entry in the realm of war-themed video games. So those are the co-op games of 1989. What games did we miss? And if you enjoyed this video, check out our video from last week, where we covered the co-op games from 1988. And thank you for watching.